Had to go the hard way, didn't he? It's pretty bad. We've lost Mama again.
Bear poop.
Bear poop? Sure.
Or somebody's poop.
Is this the same thing?
Upwards.
It's the same thing.
Thing is.
Trish. We just.
Yeah.
Did we just end up right back where we started?
Sure did.
Wait, is that?
Yep.
Is that where we were a minute ago?
And there's the bathrooms.
So we did all that for nothing.
S&Gs. Yeah.
Now, if Road 1 had 2 ways to go through it.
This way, Haley. Parking lot's right there.
Longer drive.
Just ride all the way to the rainbow's end. Just ride.
We always try to take the road less traveled because that's usually where you find the most interesting things. But out west, it doesn't matter what road you take. You're guaranteed to find something amazing. There's a handful of places in this world that everybody needs to visit at least once in their life. And just over those mountains is one of those places. It's a place I've been fascinated with since I was a kid because it's full of natural wonders. It's a place we might never have made it to if our lives hadn't suddenly changed. It's a place called Yellowstone.
I wanna change now, following the same trace. I'm stuck in a strange place, and I need a change now.
Your destination is on the right.
Thank you.
Oh, look at the boo-boo.
Good morning. Overlooked the messy camper we got in yesterday and just kind of crashed. We bought this camper about a month and a half ago. Haven't had any issues. We've been super happy with it. First big issue has officially popped up. If you notice, it's kind of quiet in here. It's because that thing is not working. Our main AC has gone out. We got the bedroom AC running wide open, and it's doing a pretty good job of keeping it cool in here so far. Of course, it was only 43 degrees last night, and I think it's only like 72 outside right now, so it's pretty comfortable. You know, if it gets any warmer, we might be struggling to keep up, but I'm sure it's a simple fix. Check the breakers. All the breakers are good. The thermostat seems to be working okay. I tried the fan, tried the AC. Anything that's on that unit up there isn't kicking on, but I turned on the heat, and the heat did work, so it's controlling that. So I don't think it's a problem with the thermostat. One of the reasons why we bought a Grand Design is because they're known for having exceptional customer service. We're about to put that to the test. I called their number a minute ago, just waiting on a call back. We'll see how it goes. Something tells me my big old fat butt's gonna be climbing up on the roof.
No, me or Nick. You exceed the maximum weight.
They said it's rated to 300 pounds. I'm okay. It doesn't look like it's rated to 300 pounds. It doesn't look like it'll handle Gary. I don't know if there's anything I can do in here or not, but I'm gonna pop the cover off and see. You never know. Maybe there's a breaker in there that I need to flip or fuse or something. I don't know. For me anyway, the first rule of troubleshooting is always start taking stuff apart. That may be a terrible rule.
Yep.
Don't take that advice. What?
What are you doing?
I'm taking stuff apart.
Why?
But you never know. It's okay.
Wait till they call back.
But, well, hey, what if they
Are
ask?
you an air conditioning mechanic?
No.
Do you know what you're doing?
Maybe.
No, you don't.
Screw
You're gonna
it.
get electrocuted.
It's okay.
Stop it.
Okay. Oh.
That's disgusting.
I don't see anything obvious.
Yeah, looking at it's not gonna help it.
So Nick's just informed me that everything in his room is off too. Of course, I mean the lights work because it's 12 volt, but the TV, PlayStation, everything here is plugged into that outlet. None of that works. The other outlet over here where he charges his phone, none of that stuff works. But all the breakers are on. So all the outlets in the bunkhouse and the main AC are inoperative. So you check the outlet outside, that one's good.
Yeah.
We need to find more outlets that are off. Okay, fridge is working because it says AC right there, so it's good to go. Another microwave works, I tested that. Coffee pot definitely works. I just got done running that. TV works, obviously. Tested the fireplace earlier, that's good. Check the TV in here in the bedroom. Huh. Okay, so this TV doesn't work either. Bedroom outlets are off. Bunkhouse outlets are off. It's like one whole side of our 50 amp service isn't working. So I've got the Power Watchdog surge protector. It's a pretty neat unit because it actually has a Bluetooth connectivity and an app where you can link up and see what your power looks like. So I'm looking at it right now. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you know, your 50 amp has 2 legs of 120. Leg 1, we're getting good voltage, 123 volts, pretty normal, but there's no amperage, so nothing is pulling off of that right now. Leg number 2, 122 volts, 13 amps. That's pretty normal. That's the second AC because I kicked that on earlier and that jumped up. That tells me that one whole leg is, there's something shut off in the camper, okay? Because voltage means it's pushing volts from the pedestal. Amperage is what the camper's pulling from it. So something is not pulling off that side at all. It tells me it's not just the air conditioner. It's something else in the camper. I guess I can put that panel back on now.
Thanks for calling Grand Design RV. This is Susan returning your call.
Hey Susan, how are you? This is Gary Mead. We've got a 2021 Reflection 31MB that we bought about 2 months ago. Earlier our AC went out, and I've discovered since then that we've got a bunch of outlets that have gone out too. So I need a little bit of help trying to troubleshoot that and see what's going on.
All right, hold on just a moment for me. I'm going to pull up a print here, okay?
Okay, quick update. So I was on the phone with Susan from Grand Design. Very, very, very helpful. We went through all the options, everything that it possibly could be inside the camper. She told me I needed to get a mobile tech out here to take a look at it because like one whole side of the fuse panel wasn't pulling power and it needed to be repaired. But at the last minute, I thought, well, you know, maybe I should just try pulling off the surge protector to see if it works without that. So that's exactly what I did. I went out there, disconnected the surge protector, and everything works. Now, I mean, like I said on the app, it showed that it was getting power, but the camper wasn't pulling anything. Hooking in directly solved that problem. So I'm wondering if that surge protector has caught a surge and something shut down or even something was damaged inside of it. I don't know. Turns out it's not a Grand Design issue at all. It was something with that surge protector. So I'm gonna go out here, hook it back in, see if we still have the same problem or if it just needed to be disconnected and reset. So this is what I got, is this Hughes Auto Formers Power Watchdog. I mean, this is one of the nicest surge protectors you can get. And it's the only one that they had in stock when we bought it, so that's why we dropped the money on this one. And it's been great so far. You know, we're plugged straight in right now. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect this, put the surge protector back in line, and see if it works. Okay, let's see what we got. You hear that? We got AC.
Hey!
So it was nothing with the camper. It was definitely in the surge protector, but I think the surge protector was just doing its job and it caught something and shut down that whole leg. It's like tech support 101. Turn it off, turn it back on again. Are you laughing at me?
Maybe a little.
So I didn't need to call Grand Design at all, but I will say that for my first experience calling Grand Design, super helpful. Susan, if you're watching this, thank you very much for your help. Good thing I didn't really need it, but thank you anyway. One reason we bought a Grand Design was because of their exceptional customer service. I couldn't be happier with the experience I just had with them, even though I didn't really need to have it. So stop laughing at me.
Stop doing stupid stuff and listen to your wife.
You know, if you're going to take a road trip across the U.S., especially if you're going to visit national parks, if there's one place that's on everybody's bucket list, it's Yellowstone.
You are like gold dust over me, just like an angel set me free. Where are you now?
You can tell we got Sturgis going on right now. Wouldn't that be a fun trip though? Like you go to Sturgis on your bike and then, hey, let's go ride to Yellowstone today. That'd be awesome. And then we got an annual pass. So that $80 we spent at Glacier covers us here too. It's already paid for itself. How you doing? Please, yeah, first time here. Thank you. Didn't even swipe it. It's like, oh, you're one of those people. Here you go.
Do you still carry all that weight? Don't need an answer, just need a debate.
We don't really have a plan. Your main attractions are like Old Faithful, Grand Prismatic Spring. I highly doubt at 1 o'clock in the afternoon we're going to be able to find a spot to see either one of those things. So we'll probably have to come back early in the morning for those. At this point, I mean, we really don't have a plan. We're just driving around the park, admiring the scenery. And there's plenty of it. One bad thing about following the beaten path is that it can get pretty crowded, especially in a time when the world's a little crazy and there aren't many options. There's no way we're getting to the Grand Prismatic right now, not without walking 2 miles. People are literally parked a mile down the road to walk back to the entrance, to walk another mile to get to the spring. I love the fact that everybody's getting out and enjoying nature, you know, enjoying these national parks, but good God, this is insane. Kids, we're getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, okay? You excited about that?
No.
I didn't think so.
Darkness has robbed me of my sight. Hold on to what I believe in the light. Are you doing well? Do you feel fine? Don't need an answer.
Despite the crowds, we were in Yellowstone, and in a place like this, it's pretty easy to find your own path. Found a little trail on the side of the road here heading down to Yellowstone Lake. It's a little, it's a little sandy. Whoop.
Feeling like I never could.
It's those moments of solitude that open your eyes to the power of resilience.
Wait for me, I'm almost there.
Look at these bare trees. It is unreal.
Yeah, there was a fire, what, last year, year before or something?
Look at all the new ones sprouting up.
Yeah. Need a baby?
Man, if that isn't a metaphor for life.
Right?
That's what it took to open my eyes.
Sometimes a major disaster can come through and wipe out everything. And it'll always grow back.
Don't need an answer, just some kind of reply.
We got your soul. Hunting alone. Traveling from the deep forest into the sun. In war, there's never an option to run.
Like I said before, we have a bad habit of not researching places before we go. Sometimes it really pays off. I didn't know Yellowstone had its own Grand Canyon, but now that we knew that, we were determined to see it in all of its glory. We found a little trail that looked promising, so we set off in search of the perfect view. Just had to go the hard way, didn't it? We weren't avid hikers, but we knew this would pay off. Besides, this hike really wasn't that bad. It's pretty bad. It really wasn't that bad. Huh?
Bear poop.
Bear poop? Sure.
Or somebody's poop.
Let's think about this week, get to do it all over again when we come back.
So we can do it all over again when we come back?
Yeah,
When are we coming back?
when we're gonna go back on the trail. We're gonna
Oh.
do the truck.
Not when we come back to Yellowstone. You're talking about when we have to go back out the same way. Yeah. We've lost Mama again.
Is this the same thing?
Upward trail.
It's the same thing.
Thing is, that trail,
Trish. We just
Yeah.
did we just end up right back
Yep.
where we started?
Sure did.
Wait, is that
Yep.
is that where we were a minute ago?
And there's the bathrooms. Right
That's
there. Right where we were.
so we did all that for nothing.
S&G's.
Again?
now, if Road 1 had 2 ways to go through it,
I thought it was going to open up to like some big beautiful viewing spot, and it ended up being the exact same place that we were just standing.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. But we got some exercise. This way, Haley. Parking lot's right there.
the longer drive, like shorter driveway that would lead up.
No, come on.
It would be great.
We got more to see.
Way you go up.
Right.
One benefit to following the beaten path is that there's probably a map, and it pays to check it first to make sure you're not going in circles. So the one that we were just at was Upper Falls, and now we're at Lower Falls, which has,
The Grand Canyon of Yellowstone here.
which it looks like this one might be a little more scenic. Yeah, let's go check it out.
Incredible.
Give us your soul. Hunting alone. Traveling from the deep forest into the sun. In war, there's never an option to run.
You ever see something that just makes you speechless?
Yeah, all the time. Rarely. Beautiful.
Imagine being the first person to discover that canyon. Imagine venturing into the unknown and finding something so spectacular. But there's a reason so many people have followed that trail since then, and even more dream about it.
I heard her say, look at it, Dad. It makes me want to have you. Like I'm doing I'm doing a bucket list in my 30s.
Honey.
I'm trying.
Even though we were following the beaten path, we realized we were blazing our own personal trail, and we were showing others it was safe to follow when they were ready to take the leap.